Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at Facebook, Apple, and Amazon. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to my website, sign up, they're free, or click down here in the bottom right hand corner and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Traders, if you're looking for a new broker, check out venomtrading.com/promo/StockBookie. These guys are the best in the business. Been using them for years. venomtrading.com. You won't be disappointed. All right, so daily chart. Facebook, 59 million on the day, 4.42% up, $6.76 green on the day. We are holding these lows, which once was a gap fill, and a gap window. This thing came down hard, bounced back up, got a little bit of follow through from yesterday's little push up. Not bad. So this little tail here, little bottoming tail, not a true bottoming tail, but it's saying, hey, someone came in here, pushed it right back up. So until we close below this 149 area, everything's somewhat okay with Facebook. If this thing stays down here in this lower range and just chops around for a week, 2 weeks, 20 MA curls in the price, this will be going lower. If the markets, the SPY, the Qs, the IWM go lower, this will go lower. So everything at this point is a market trade. Today the markets were up. This got a nice bid. Most tech stocks got a nice bid. The ones with the news kept going lower, like Tesla. Amazon caught a little bit of a bid, but you know, buy the dip mentality, still well and alive, so people are trying to buy the dip and nibble on these. You know, these things got smashed, guys. I mean, this thing was almost 200 bucks. It went to 150. $50 move, you know, in 2 months or so. That's a pretty good downside move on Facebook or any of these stocks, guys. So let's keep an eye on Facebook. Let's see if we start going up again, and if we do, right up into this area should run into some good resistance at gap window, and gap fill is still here around the 185 area if it did get above the moving averages. So bottom line, guys, we got to keep going through. Market's got to stay green. Then this one can claw its way back up to the highs. But I think it's going to be a shallow retrace and another opportunity to short these stocks for the next wave down. So big area 2 here at 144.04 or the 618 at 144.93. So let's keep an eye on that area too. Let's go to the weekly, since it's the weekly close. Weekly close shows a little bit of a bottoming tail, guys, and since we closed inside this red bar, that's not bad. That's not saying 100% bullish, but it's saying it's a little more bullish than there could possibly be a little more upside to this move. Big area of resistance again will be the 161.90. This low pivot here at 167.02, then of course the 50 MA at 169.34. That would be the, if you're a bull, you want to recapture that 50 MA and start clawing your way up to the 20 MA and gap window here. This red bar here usually means lower prices, so I'm going to watch the retrace inside this bar. If we get up to 174.83 or so, I will be adding shorts to Facebook, or writing calls, or buying puts, one or the other. But we'll just see how this goes into this area. But right now, Facebook not out of the woods. You got some signs telling you some higher prices could be coming, so let's keep an eye on this thing next week. Now remember, the SPY, the IWM, the Qs, if they have light volume on Monday and they start, you know, potentially floating up through lunch and all that good stuff, these will follow, unless they got news like Tesla. Dang, that Tesla's just getting beat up, guys. So let's go into Apple. Apple, same thing. Let's go to the daily chart. Daily chart on Apple, 0.78% up, $1.30 green, and we did have 38 million on the day. So the volume's been pretty consistent the last 7 days or so with the selling, up move, selling, up move, selling, up move. But still, what do we talk about, guys? Down, sideways, consolidating in this lower range, still below the 20 and the 50 MA. I mean, it's trying, guys. When here it was like, oh gosh, here we go again. They gapped it up and then boom, straight back down. This line in the sand too, that was an old channel from when this thing was going up, down, up, down, up, down. Kind of broke down, popped up, tried to pop up again, right back down to that area. So that's another big area here that we're going to be watching, and we'll see if this thing retraces. I want to stick this fib though. I want to bring this one down a little bit. Bring it down to this pivot. I just want to see where we're going to. All right, so we still have the 200 MA. That's going to be great support. We have the 618 down here. We have these double bottoms here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days consolidating. I want to see more evidence of this thing going. If we stay in this lower range down here from this fall, we will definitely be setting up for lower prices. If we get back above the MAs here around 175, 176 area, then we could possibly get higher prices. But until then, we're going to be watching this pattern and see how this thing plays out for the next week or so. And if we just start falling, guys, then you're looking at 158 and then 150 double bottom down here when we were doing that 1600 down day or bleeding right here, and then boom, propped it right back up. So still looking weak, guys. If you're in calls or any long positions, just tighten the stops, because we could wake up on Monday and this thing just gaps down and we keep going. So right now, anything's possible in these markets. A lot of news is coming out. Trump, the tariffs, all that stuff. It's news, news, news. Look at Tesla, guys. A little bit of news came out after hours, and that thing's tanking again. So watch for that. Let's go to the weekly on Apple. So the weekly chart on Apple, you know, it's showing that we're still below the 50 MA and we're inside this bar until we get above this area, 177.09. Fill the gap at 178.05. So let's just go 178.05 until we get above that. I'm still a little more bearish on this one. If we do retrace up to the top of this red bar, I will be writing calls or putting puts on Apple. Period. Right now, I don't want to take a chance with calls. Actually, I am in a couple call positions, small positions. I want to see if we get a bounce in the market. If we don't, I'll just cut them for losses and be on to the next trades. We had 31 trades in a row here, and even more than that, guys, to be honest with you. And I don't want to get, you know, if I give up one or two and the two winners counter the two losers, that's okay. I hate losing, guys, but sometimes that's just the case, and we just got to step aside and say we gave it a shot. So right now, down bar, this is telling me lower prices, but I think a possible retrace will come first and then the next wave down. So keep an eye on Apple, guys. The weekly volume wasn't too bad for 4 days, and then we'll see what happens next week when we get the new week. Not Options X yet. Another 2 weeks will be an Options X. And then there's Amazon, guys. News came out. This thing held up pretty good. We almost went down to the 20 MA. I wish we kissed that. We just didn't. We got the nice bounce. We recovered over the 50% retrace, and we just closed barely above it around the 1450 area. Where did we close? Oh, last 1-4. No, we didn't close over the 1450. That would have been even better, but just a little bit slightly below. We're down a little bit after hours, no big deal. But we were 1.1% green, $15.92 up on the day, and 12 million shares traded. So the shares traded weren't bad. Showing a little more volume with a nice reversal, so this could lead us up to lower prices, especially on the weekly chart. You can see that there's a little bit of support with this 2 weeks of consolidation, then the pop, and then the drop right back in. So we're holding these areas here. Everything's looking pretty good, and it all depends on the market, guys. Markets go up on Monday, then this most likely will go up. Markets go down on Monday, most likely this is going to go down. If it stays a pretty much pause day, then it's kind of a crapshoot. We'll have to see how it opens, if it gaps up and starts to go, or if we gap down and we start, you know, taking out these levels here. Big level again would be 1355, and then the low here right at 1267 or so. So let's keep an eye on this. What is this doing? Goes sideways, down, sideways. If it consolidates down here, below the 50, below the 20 MA can curl up and hit this thing down here maybe 5-6 weeks later and send this thing packing. So 1267 will be your double bottom. I still think we're getting to the 1156, just a matter of time, guys. So have that penciled in. 1156 first stop. I think we're going lower from there once we hit that area. Weekly chart, we talked about the weekly, got the bounce, closed above the 50% retrace. Let's go back to the daily real quick. Just want to show, yeah, because if we go sideways here, starting to consolidate, this 50 MA will start to curl, this 20 MA will come into price. So if we go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days sideways, we'll see if that's building pressure for lower prices on Amazon. And volume, guys, wasn't that bad today. buy the dip mentality still in there. People are doing it, and people are getting hurt right now. So a lot of traders are just stepping out and saying, you know what, I'm gonna do a little at a time now. I'm gonna see where this thing sets up, and then we'll take it from there, because the markets are a little bit crazy right now, and they are. They're going up and down, whipping everybody around. Just gotta watch out for this stuff. And if you don't know what's going on, just don't take positions. We took a couple call positions on a couple of these low, bottom feeders, but so far it's okay. But we just need one or two big up days, and we'll get those call options to pay us. So, all right, guys. So Amazon, that's it for that. And don't forget VenomTrading.com. Check those guys out. They're great people, great customer service. Check them out, guys, and tell them StockBookie sent you. All right, guys. Thanks again for watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. God bless. See you on the charts.